instruments are so sensitive to different temperatures and changes. Being skin, the more we play, the warmer they get. And because he has to keep playing. Can you bring up all the Shure mics, please? Soundman, can you bring up the Shure microphones, please?
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. மாலை வணக்கங்கள். இன்றைய தியானத்தை நாம் இப்போது ஆரம்பிப்போம். ஹேம்நாத்ஜி, நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம். இப்போது நாம் இந்த தியானத்தை ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். நமது இரண்டு உள்ளங்கைகளும் நமது மடிமேல் வரட்டும். நமது உடலை, நமது மனதை இயல்பாக வைத்துக் கொள்வோம். நம் கண்களை திறந்து நமது அன்னையின் புகைப்படத்தை, நமது அன்னையின் நெற்றி பகுதி சிறிது நேரம் பார்ப்போம். எந்த ஒரு சிந்தனைகள் வந்தாலும் நாம் அந்த சிந்தனையை மன்னித்து விடும். நமக்குள் ஒரு அமைதியான ஒரு சூழ்நிலையை உருவாக்கும். மெதுவாக நமது உள்ளங்கையை, நமது வலது உள்ளங்கையை நமது ஆத்மா இருக்கும் இடத்துக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். மனசார பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்கள் இதயத்துக்கு வாருங்கள். அன்னையே, தயவு செய்து உங்களை பூஜிக்கும் இந்த பாக்கியத்தை எங்களுக்கு தந்த அருள்கள். தாங்களின் பொன்னான திரு புனிய கமல பாதத்தில் எங்கள் இதயத்தில் எடுத்து வாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, எங்கள் ஆத்மாவை ஒளி ஊற்றி தாருங்கள். நமது வலது உள்ளங்கை மடிமேல் வரட்டும். இப்போது நாம் குண்டலினி அன்னையை கூட்டாக எழுப்பி 7 முறை கவசத்தை போட்டுக் கொள்வோம். முதல் முறை ஒரு முடிச்சு, இரண்டாவது முறை 2 முடிச்சை போட்டு விடுவோம். மூன்றாவது முறை 3 முடிச்சு, ஏழு முறை கவசத்தை போட்டுக் கொள்வோம். இப்போது நமது 2 உள்ளங்கைகளையும் பூமி தாய் மேல எடுத்து வருவோம். மனசார பிரார்த்திப்போம். பூமி தேவி அன்னையே, தயவு செய்து நமது நாடிகளை, நமது இடது நாடி, வலது நாடி, நமது மைய நாடியை ஒரு நிலைப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள் தாயே. பூமி தாயே, தயவு செய்து நமது சூக்ஷ்ம சரீரத்தை புனிதப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள். இப்போது நமது இடது நாடியை சமநிலைக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். நமது இடது உள்ளங்கை மடி மேல் வரட்டும், வலது கை பூமி தாய் மேலே இருக்கட்டும். மனசார பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்கள் இடது நாடியை பாதிக்கும் அனைத்து எதிர்மறையான சக்திகளை பூமி மார்க்கமாக அகற்றி எங்கள் இடது நாடியை ஒளி ஊற்றி தாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கவனத்தை நமது இடது நாடி மேல் வைத்து சில நிமிடம் தியானிப்போம். எந்த எண்ணங்கள் வந்தாலும் அந்த எண்ணங்களை நமது அன்னையுடன் விட்டு விடுவோம். எந்த விதமான எதிர்வினை நாம் ஆற்ற வேண்டாம். இந்த நிலையில் நாம் எதையும் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். எந்த ஒரு எதிர்பார்ப்பு இல்லாமல் நாம் எந்த ஒரு விஷயமாக இருந்தாலும் அதை நம்ம ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளும். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே எங்கள் இடாநாடியிலே இருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி சக்தி ஆவீர்கள். இப்போது நமது வலது நாடியை ஒரு நிலைக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். நமது வலது உள்ளங்கை மடி மேல் வரட்டும். இடது உள்ளங்கை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி இருக்கட்டும். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, அன்னையே, தயவு செய்து நமது வலது நாடியை பாதிக்கும் எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறையை பாதைகளை நமது வலது நாடியை பாதிக்கும் அதிகமான உடல் வெப்பங்கள் இது அனைத்தையும் ஆகாய மார்க்கமாக அகற்றி நமது வலது நாடியை ஒளி ஊற்றி தாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, நான் ஒரு தூய ஆத்மா. நான் இந்த அனுபவம் அல்ல. ஸ்ரீமாதஜி, தாங்களை தவிர எங்களுக்கு யாரையும் தெரியாது. தாங்களே எங்களின் மாதா, பிதா, குரு, தெய்வம் ஆவீர்கள். தாயே, தயவு செய்து எங்களின் கவனத்தை ஒரு நிலப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீமாதாஜி, தாங்களே எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கின்ற ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி சக்தி ஆவீர்கள். நமது இடது உள்ளங்கை மடி மேல் வரட்டும். நம் கவனத்தை நமது சுஷும்னா நாடிக்கு எடுத்து வரும். நம் மூளைக்கு எந்த விதமான அழுத்தத்தை தர வேண்டாம். எதுவா இருந்தாலும் மன்னித்து விடும். நாம் மன்னித்தால் மட்டுமே நமது ஆத்ம விழிப்புணர்வு, ஆத்ம வளர்ச்சி, முன்னேற்றம் அடைய முடியும். அதனால் மனசார எல்லாத்தையும் மன்னிப்போம். ஸ்ரீமாதி தேவி, எல்லா விதமான உபாதைகளை எங்களை எந்த விதமான கடந்த கால வாழ்க்கையிலே தாக்குதல் இருந்து இல்லாமல், பாதிக்க இல்லாமல், எதிர்காலத்தில் இல்லாமல் தற்போது வாழ்க்கையில் எங்களை வலியுறுத்துங்கள் ஸ்ரீமாதாஜி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கின்ற ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி சக்தியாவே அன்னையே, எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கின்ற மகாலட்சுமி தத்துவத்தை ஒளியூற்றி தாருங்கள். நம் கவனத்தை மெதுவாக நமது மூலாதார சக்கராக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கின்ற ஸ்ரீ கணேசர ஆவீர்கள். அன்னையை தயவு செய்து எங்கள் மூலாதார சக்கரால இருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்ரீ கணேச தத்துவத்தை ஒளிவூற்றி புனிதப்படுத்தி தாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, ஸ்ரீ கணேச சாக்ஷாத் மந்திரத்தை ஒரு முறை கூட்டாக உச்சரிப்போம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. சிறிது நேரம் நம் கவனத்தை மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை தியானிப்போம். நமது சூக்ஷ்ம சரீரத்தில் ஆதாரமாக இருக்கக்கூடிய சக்கரம் நமது மூலாதார சக்கரம். ஸ்ரீ கணேசரே, நாங்கள் இந்த உலக வாழ்க்கையை எதிர்கொள்ள எங்களுக்கு மன உறுதியை, மன தைரியத்தை தாருங்கள். ஸ்ரீ கணேசரே, தாங்கள் போல் நாங்களும் குழந்தை கொன்ற குணமாக இருக்க வேண்டும். ஸ்ரீ கணேசரே, அறிஞ்சும் அறியாமலும் நாங்கள் செய்திருக்கும் தவறுகளை தயவு செய்து மன்னியுங்கள். நாங்கள் எல்லோரும் இந்த பிரபஞ்ச சக்தியின் ராஜ்யத்தை அடைய வேண்டும். தங்களின் அருளால, தாங்களின் ஆசீர்வாதனால. மெதுவாக நமது கவனத்தை நமது சுவாதிஷ்டான் சக்கராக்கு எடுத்து வரும். கவனத்தை மெதுவாக நமது வலது புறம் சுவாதிஷ்டானாக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். நமது இடது உள்ளங்கையை நமது வலது புறம் வயிற்று பகுதிக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். அடி வயிற்று பகுதிக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். நமது சுவாதிஷ்டான சக்கரா இருக்கும் இடம், வலது சுவாதிஷ்டான சக்கரா இருக்கும் இடம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி எங்கள் கவனத்தை ஒரு நிலைப்படுத்தித்தார். கவனம் நபி சக்கராக்கு வரட்டும். நபி சக்கரால இருந்து அனஹாத்துக்கு வரட்டும். சுவாதிஷ்டான சக்கராக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். கவனத்தை நமது ஆக்ஞா சக்கராக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களின் அருளால நாங்கள் எல்லோரையும் மன்னிக்கின்றோம். எங்களையும் மன்னித்து விடுங்கள் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கவனம் மெதுவாக நமது சாஸ்திர சக்கராக்கு எடுத்து வருவோம். இந்த நிலையில் நாம் நமது அன்னையின் ஸ்ரீமாதாஜியின் அருள் உரையை ஒரு வீடியோ காணொளி மூலியமா கேட்கலாம், பார்க்கலாம்.
The question is concerning the loss of powers within ourselves. Perhaps back in the days of Egypt, we had those powers. We seem to have lost our power to believe in ourselves.
I don't know even if that time you had those powers very much. But Egyptians indulged more on the ego side. You see, those who were rulers. And the slaves were on the left-hand side too much because they obeyed the rulers, you see. So the sensitivity came to them from spirits, not directly from themselves. And some of them were really very realized souls. And you'll be amazed. If these extreme cases are there, they understand an incarnation better. Say, if you are taking LSD too much, you will see only lights coming out of me. You won't see me. There are many who must have seen that, auras and things. If you are on the right-hand side, too much. If you are on the left-hand side, you will be awed. You will be shaking before me, and you may see my previous births, and you will be quite frightened because you know what it is. So, they understood the incarnations better. But evolutionary, you are much higher than they are. Though there is confusion because of so-called freedom you had, which you misused. But as a whole, I think this is the time for blossoming. Only thing you must know that you are a seeker, and you are a seeker, then you must get it. And if you get it, why should you be surprised? But it's like seeking has become like a fashion. Seeking here, seeking there, seeking there, seeking. You stop nowhere. You see, go on fixing the bolts. You see, you are just going on with an inertia. Even if you stop fixing, you still go on like that. It's like that. You see, it is a style you have developed of going from this to that, that to that, that to that, and you cannot stop it. Yes? Yeah.
The first one is, I'd be interested to know your opinion on the philosophy of Rudolf Steiner. Your opinion on the philosophy of Rudolf Steiner. And secondly...
What did he say?
And secondly, I'd be interested to know your contact, if any, with the Papatak Sangha in India?
Papatak Sangha, or do you know this one in India?
Papatak Sangha?
All these are all people playing on boots and things. That's all I can say. What else?
Steiner is a modern educationalist and philosopher.
What does he say? I think Gregor has discussed it. What does he say?
It's discussed in the Advent. And
What does he say?
well,
What does he say, this Steiner?
Oh, a million words.
A million words. Words, words and words and words.
No, no. Many good books.
Acha? What does he say?
his vibrations are very good, Mother.
Might be a realized soul, but what does he say?
I couldn't give you an example. I wouldn't want to just give you an example.
In gardening, he is an excellent gardener.
He's well known for his philosophies on education particularly, but his philosophies do encompass all aspects of life, which include medicine.
He might be a realized soul like Khalil Gibran is. You see, his vibrations are good. He might be, but still, you have to become realized souls. You see, reading that, even Zen is all that. Zen is everything is, nothing but his realization. But you will be amazed that the head of the Zen himself reads all Zen without being realized, and he's a hopeless fellow. I just talked to him, he said, oh, we cannot get realization. He's confirmed on that point. Imagine a Zen, the head of the Zen, saying that. And he said, we had Kashyapas, only 26 Kashyapas we had in 6 centuries, can you believe it? And he wouldn't take his realization, he was so frightened. He accepted me, all right. But he said, I am nowhere, mother, compared to you. I said, what is this? But I am telling you, you can get. So, it's good to read somebody who is a realized soul. But you better get it yourself. You become Steiner, all right?
Steiner catches on Agya and Swadhisthana.
Maybe. What I am saying, you become a realized soul. And you can write about your own experiences. Yes, please.
Daraji
Dadaji,
in Calcutta.
he's arrested. He's already in jail. No, he was in Pune where he was arrested, this Dadaji. This happened about, I think, I don't know, but I heard about it. I don't know when it happened.
How Mrs. Gandhi,
Huh?
or a state.
No, it was not because of any political thing. But they found some income tax things and all that, and lots of, I don't know, I didn't pay much attention, but he's arrested, that I know. There's all sorts of things these are. You see, the best part of the whole thing is that all that is untruth is exposed gradually. Whatever things they may put up, whatever story they may put up, whatever they may try, they may entice you. You may be interested in them, whatever it is. But they themselves meet their end. Because all that is falsehood has an end, and truth is endless. It is anant, it is eternal. The truth is eternal.
What do you see as the future of the United Nations?
Oh.
What do you see as the future of the United Nations?
That's a tricky question.
You better tell them your husband is.
My husband is one of the Secretary Generals. I better not speak, all right? Let it be. We'll see about it. Work it out.
Yes.
Do you think,
Some tricks we have to play.
do you know of Krishnamurti at all?
Do you know of Krishnamurti?
Very much.
Thank you. Could you tell us,
He's another one. Krishnamurti is another blah blah blah. I'll tell you about Krishnamurti very well. You see what Krishnamurti does, he says this part what I say, that there are false gurus. But I don't say there are not real ones. If there is falsehood, if there is artificiality, there has to be real. If there are artificial flowers, there has to be a real flower too. So he negates you from the other side completely, and he puts up your ego by saying, oh, you can find it. So you are finished. He is a blind leading others into blindness.
I saw him personally, privately, and I asked him, why do you do what you do? And he said, does a rose ask why?
Does it?
He
said what?
saw him personally and asked him the question,
Why do you do what you do?
why do you do what you do? And he said,
Does a rose ask why?
does a rose ask why?
I mean, it has no awareness. Simple answer is as that. A rose has no awareness. By any chance, he is not a rose. He is just thorns. That's what I know. Those who have come from him have had very bad time, I must tell you. You see, they are really so depressed and so horrid. We had one architect, I mean, his life was finished. So many of them I've met. Horrible, they're very argumentative. The best example I'll give you about this, because you have brought forth. There was a fellow who came to see me. He's the grandson of his guru. His guru was, who was his guru? Krishnamurti. No, not Krishnamurti, another one. This Dadaji.
Yogananda?
No, Yogananda. Yogananda, the Kriya Yogis. See? He was the grandson of the Dadaji or something. No, Dadaji not something. Babaji. All Dadajis and Babajis are there. This Babaji, his grandson. You see, his Yogananda's guru was somebody else, and he was the son of this fellow, but the grandson of his guru. So the great grandson of Babaji. So the whole family was Kriya. And he did all the Kriya Yoga and everything he did. He went there and this. And he got so frightened, one day he happened to see this Krishnamurti, that there should be no, he said, no Kriya and all that, you see, and that you are your own guru and this and that. So he said, oh God, what have I been doing? So he gave up Kriya Yoga and he came to Mr. Krishnamurti. He said, I became such an expert that I spoke better than Krishnamurti could. And everybody was surprised. They said, second Krishnamurti is coming up. I ran away from there. I sat down, this thing that is happening to me. And he came to me. You'll be amazed, I have not been able to give him realization till today. I must tell you this. This he comes to me still often. Very often he comes to me. I have not yet given him realization. Imagine the grandson of this Babaji has to bear, I don't know what things, poor things has been done to him. I'm very sorry for him.
Do you know of Rajneesh? I don't know.
He's another horrible one. I mean, why do you need a guru for such a thing? You are masters. He's a fool. He doesn't know compared to what you know. But you see what you thought of, that inside you are human beings. So feel guilty that we talk of sex with animals, sex with this, sex that. There's something lurking in you. There's something wrong in all this pervergence and homosexuality, this, that and all that. So you thought it's better to have a guru, at least he'll certify. But he is going to make you take 2 running jumps to go to hell, I tell you. Yes, he'll be just there. And he talks that you will go to bottomless pit. In the Bible, the bottomless pit is the hell. He is very honest in a way. He says so. He said you will go to bottomless pit. He has criticized Christ to such an extent that he says that Christ had bad relation with his own mother. Oh, to that extent. He said about Muhammad having bad relation with his daughter. All sorts of things he is talking. And people publish it. He's getting such a publicity. He pays money to people that they write against me. He's doing all kinds of things, and Indians don't like him at all. They hate him. They want him to get out. But he's so localized, he cannot smell a flower. And he calls himself Bhagwan. He's God. In the book, you see, anywhere you read any Indian book where they have described God, if the names of God, there are 1,000 names, supposing, of Vishnu or of the goddess or anything. At least 15 or 20 of them are that they are fond of flowers, they are fond of fragrance, they are fragrant, that they are fond of kamalas, they are champa, they are fond of this, that. All this is there, and this fellow cannot see. If you show a flower to him, he'll run away. He cannot bear to have any incense being burnt anywhere. When you go there, they see, and you can only put phenyl to go and see him. I think he's a bathroom cleaner. That's what he is. The way he is so much afraid. I don't know what he likes, the bathroom smell. And he does all dirty things, very dirty fellow. He's filthy. I don't want to tell you what he does, but I know what he does. That's my thing.
Could you explain the meaning of Satori and Samadhi?
That's Zen. You see, Zen Satori is the same as Samadhi, but it's you see the Zen were, as I told you, in 6 centuries were 26. And whatever they wrote, people never understood, you see. Because they were realized souls, some of them were born realized, some got realization. Now even when you will talk, people won't understand you. It's a very surprising thing. But it happens like that, because your language changes. Now they call it Satori, is a Samadhi. But it's not so clearly given. They could not explain so clearly about it, not talk to people. It's not so clear cut. Now in our Sahaja Yoga, we have first of all Nirvichar Samadhi. Samadhi means awareness. And Samadhi means enlightened awareness. Nirvichar means thoughtless. Thoughtless, enlightened awareness is first stage. It's clear cut. Sahaja Yoga is very clear cut, practical, every word of it. You see it so clearly. There's no vagueness about it. Even you'll understand Bible better, Zen better, everything better if you know Sahaja Yoga, because your eyes are open to it, alright? So the first thing is Nirvichar Samadhi. With Nirvichar Samadhi, when it crosses your Agya Chakra, you get Nirvichar. Means when your ego is pulled out. With that, you get powers. Like you see, if you become a deputy governor, you get powers. If you become a governor, you get powers. The first power you get is curative powers. You get cured, and you can cure others. Many people whom I have cured are not Sahaja Yogis. They are useless people. Actually, I have given up curing people for the same reason, because they just come for cures, they get cured and lost. What's the use of curing people who are not going to give the light? You see, you don't repair lights which are not going to work out. So it's a horrible stuff, you see, curing people, but you do cure. You start curing people automatically with raising the hands, not with spirits. There are another faith healers and all that nonsense is not there. Also, Kundalini can rise to a point with a person like that. But one should not stay at that point, must go higher. Because the movement on right and left, you start getting either supraconscious or your subconscious experiences, which can be very alluring, and you can be quite lost in them. You start seeing lights, you start seeing something different, you might see an aura around me. I mean, you see lots of things you may see as something else in my past. That should not be there. You should forget about it. You have to go to the airport to catch the plane, isn't it? So don't see all the things around. It's all not wanted. Many people get lost at that point when they stop at Agya. If you have concentrated here, this can happen more, because this is broken. Or if you have had this third eye business and all that, then you may go to the side. It can be quite dangerous. You see, if you use these your samadhi for some sort of a sensation. So you should not. I mean, all wise people should not use this movement at all. As far as possible, say, no, we don't want to see that. We don't want to have any supraconscious sensation and all that. Then you rise higher. And then you try to feel your silence in the limbic area. And you have to feel your vibrations coming out from your head. It is the vibrations when they are flowing, that's the best stage, when you have pierced through your Brahmarandra. So the second stage starts from Nirvikal Samadhi growing into, which many of the Sahaja Yogis have achieved in Australia, is called as Nirvikalpa, where there is no doubts. You have no doubts left about Sahaja Yoga, you have no doubts left about yourself. It's a state. It's not that by mentally or rationally, but it's a state where you see it so clearly. It is white is white. You don't have to doubt that whether my eyes are showing white or black. You see, that state is reached, is called as Nirvikalpa, where there's no vikalpa. You just go move steadily, and that's the best stage where you really grow faster, because you are so steady, and that stage must be achieved. So try to achieve that stage through negating things. And neti neti vachanair nigamo avachus. By saying, not this, not this, not. And you reach that stage. It's very clearly given. You see, the trouble is, so many of these books, which are so great, are never translated. People do not know about them. Now, after coming to Sahaja Yoga, you will be exposed to them and you will see what truths there are and how Sahaja Yoga verifies it and proves it.
What impact or influence do you have on people who live with you who don't practice anything like that or believe in anything like that?
What did he say?
What influence are you likely to have on people who live with you who are not realized? What does a realized soul have in the way of influence on those around him and his environment?
Oh, I see. You see, if you have stones and if you have living trees, stones do not receive anything from the sun, but the leaves receive something, isn't it? They have more sensitivity. That's the difference. Then, in Sahaja Yoga, there's a possibility that you can convert stones into living beings. Can be done. Yes, because they see. You see, they see you. They understand the value that you are. Gradually, rationally, they start understanding. Then they reach certain conclusions. Then they come to Sahaja Yoga. Then they get realized. It works out that way. But with seekers, it's very different. Seekers just jump into it. They do not think about it. They just get it. They get it so fast that they don't think about it. Just they get it. So they are so sensitive. That's the difference.
Can we help our loved ones who do not want to listen to any spiritual teaching? Can we help them when we come back to yoga?
Can we help our loved ones who do not want to listen to anything particularly about Sahaja Yoga?
You see, there's nobody else that you help someone. They are all within yourself. On the contrary, I would say better have them together who are Sahaja Yogis. Because those who are not will trouble you. It will be a problem. Leave them alone. They'll be all right. They'll come round. Let them come on their own. You cannot force them. They are loved ones. You will change your now priorities. You will understand that those who are really loved ones are not really your brothers and sisters. As Christ has said, who are my brothers and sisters? Now we have to ask that question. Because you speak another language. You are a different person. Not that you give them up. But they exist. But they haven't got your awareness. So it's a different thing altogether. But you help them in a way. Gradually they see you. But if you force them, they'll run away. No use forcing or telling them anything about it. But you show your satisfaction and happiness and your growth, and others get impressed by it, and they just come to you.
How can you? Do you help them?
Yes, I do. But you should put them out of your minds and say, Mother, you help. If you try to help, then I'll leave it to you.
Yes. He can't understand why you say Christ died for us. Why did he die for us?
What else could he have done with the stupid people? They crucified him. He didn't say, you come and crucify me, did he? You see, they're stupid, horrible people, donkeys. They didn't understand him, stones as they were. What to do? They crucified him. He didn't ask. But when he was crucified, the sins that they committed in crucifying him were to be forgiven. That's what it is. He was, what did he do? You see, he died because of you, because people like you only crucified him. You represent them. When you are realized, then you are different people. Then you are resurrected. His message was resurrection, not crucifixion. But that shows the stupidity of these people, isn't it? I mean, you may do that again. I can't say. There are people. Yes. Can you pour for me some water? Yeah? Water.
Say again, please.
Loudly, loudly. Yeah, I have a mic. Ah.
Sorry.
Is it possible to exercise love and acceptance when, as she says, you're judging people as to whether they're right or wrong? We're using vibrations.
Huh?
We're using vibrations.
I'm not judging, you are judging. Because when you get your vibrations, you start judging yourself. You see, I'm not judging. It's only your own judgment. It's your own judgment. Are you getting your cool breeze in the hand? No? Then let it happen. I'm not judging you. It's you are judging it yourself. Alright? Then you will know yourself. Just now you are judging that you are not getting vibrations.
Is it true that Indira Gandhi is worshipped as a goddess?
Oh, don't. That's all political stunts.
That's useless. That's
You
useless.
see, Indian people are like that.
Yes.
I'm not satisfied with the lady's question. I don't think the question was relayed accurately to you.
What did she say?
What she was asking is, can you express love with people who ask you?
Ask me.
No. Can you exercise love
Ah.
right, when you are talking about or to people who ask you and people who don't understand?
Is that what you meant?
That's
Is that what you meant?
Is that right?
You are confused, you come here.
She's confused about the fact that you talked about love and acceptance at the beginning, and then when people's names were brought up, we often scoffed at them.
About the gurus, eh? That's it. That's a very important point. That's very much with you people. You see, all of you have developed a philosophy where you say there's nobody is evil. Everything is fine. This is a very good philosophy to work with because you also fit into the thing that nothing is evil about you also, isn't it? It happens like that. You remember when Christ was criticizing these horrible people, they asked him, how do you criticize them? They do not criticize you. Then he said, will the devil talk against its own house? There is a negative force working, very much active. And you have to not only scoff, but get rid of these things, because they are acting as your destroying forces. And they destroy you. I see them very clearly and I have to tell you. So love doesn't mean that I love a snake. Will you go and love a snake? Snake must understand first of all. In the same way, we have to understand there are evil people. That's true. That's what is very much in the West, I see. Oh, you love everyone. It's all right. But you don't love a snake, do you? Go and ask snake, I want to love you. He'll just finish you off. So many of you are harmed so much by these people, and I have to cure you. Don't know I have to go through such a lot of work to cure you when you are affected by these people. You don't know how much I've worked. Morning till evening. This morning I started 6 o'clock till I came here. Just 10 minutes I got to change my sari and I was here. These are affected by other gurus and things, and I have to take it out. I know what harm they have done to you. You have no idea.
Mother, I want to know, what are your objections to chanting, singing the Holy Scriptures?
What are your objections to chanting and singing the Holy Scriptures?
Not at all. Who told you I am? I have none. But you must understand that without understanding what chanting is needed, it's like a medicine. Chanting is a mantra. Mantra means a thing that acts as a sound to correct a particular thing within you, all right? It's, you can say, sound therapy it is, all right? Now you have to know what medicine is needed for which chakra. Also you must know where is the problem with you or with anybody else. I mean, it would be chanting at random means sometimes sort of indiscriminate drinking of all the medicines, you see. Taking all the medicine bottles into your stomachs, emptying them without understanding. We do chant, but we know where to chant what. You see, not indiscriminate just like that. And it's very dangerous because when you go on chanting, say Rama's name or Krishna's name. Now Krishna's name, Krishna is here. If your Kundalini has not reached there up to this point, if you take Krishna's name, it's very, very annoying for Krishna himself, and he recedes, sleeps off, he freezes sometimes. And by that you develop problems of the chakras, and sometimes you develop throat cancer. It's very serious. So first you must know where is your Kundalini, where it has gone, where it has stopped. Then you should know what is the problem. Then you must know what exactly the chanting is to be used, all right? And then cure that part. You see, so it's a big science which has to be understood in Sahaja Yoga. It's not at random. You are suffering from whatever trouble you are suffering from. You must know first of all. See, many people who are Christians catch on Agya, I told you. They do. Because it's unauthorized. Christ. We treat him as if, I don't know what, as some passion fruit hanging in the tree. Do we know who he is? There is a protocol, great protocol. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh could not reach him. So for us, because we think we are born among Christian families, because the church has given us a certificate so-called, do you think we are authorized to chant his name all the time and trouble him? And what do we ask? Do we ask for our spirits? Do we ask we give our realization? Do we ask that we are to be born again? No. What do we ask? Something nonsensical.
What is your opinion about practicing spiritualists? Spiritualists.
Very dangerous. Never go near them. Never touch them. Even with a barge pole. Horrible things they are. You see, it is very simple to understand that if you get connected with any area whatsoever, if somebody is connected with that area, you are exposed to that. And there can be any indiscriminate aggression on you from that area. You would not know who is coming on you. So never go near them. Maybe you want to talk to your father, say, who is dead. You want to talk to him. Why? Release him, free him. Why do you want to talk to him? Now let him be alone. Let him decide for himself what he wants to do. Why do you want him to hang around? It's too much. It's too much of a load. Then you want to, when you use some medium for that, you do not know, you might get somebody else. It's very dangerous for your children also. So many children have died with this kind of a thing. How many you develop? Especially cancer. This multiple sclerosis or anything like that. All these come from spiritualists. These are all spiritualists. These gurus are spiritualists only. They believe in spirits, they handle the spirits. Their working out is a very dangerous thing. I may be able to tell you sometime how they work it out and how they master it. It's very dangerous. They are like vampires. What they call them, vampires? Most surprising is that there are so many things in English language which we don't have, like witchcraft, and the witches were punished. All sorts of things are there in England. And they talk of all these things, supernatural and all this. But still, I don't know how they go into it.
Somebody asked me a question about 5 minutes ago. Somebody asked me a question on the way up, and that was, is it wrong to be a medium? And this relates to the previous question, so perhaps you could answer that. Mediumship, Mother?
Oh God, I need not tell. It's very, very wrong to play into the hands of the spirits. You are enslaved completely. You don't know what happens to you. Horrible. It creates problems. Absolute. You are an abnormal personality. Never do it. It's sinful. It's sinful. If you accept my words, really it's horrible. Never do that.
What is the difference between Western spirituality and Eastern spirituality?
What is the difference between Western spirituality and Eastern spirituality?
Now the word spirituality means the spiritualist, you mean?
No.
No.
Philosophy.
It's just the same. Spirit is just the same. It's universal. There is no difference at all. I do not find any.
I'm not talking about the spirit, I'm talking about spirituality.
That's spirituality. Means the spirit. That is the Atma. You mean the spirit. That is the Atma. The one.
I'm talking, I think, more about the quest towards the spirit.
The search for the spirit.
Search is just the same. But Indians, you see, now, modern Indians are sort of developing, you see. They have to go to that height to see where you have landed yourselves. See, they can short circuit. They can short circuit if they want. But if they want, they may have to go to various types of problems you had with affluence, and they may come back. But it's better to short circuit it, I tell them. While yours is a problem so easy, because you have discovered now that matter is not sufficient. Matter doesn't give us joy. No use running after matter. But still some of them are running after sex, you see, and all that. They have to finish another circuit. Once they are over with that also, then things would be better. But in all this kind of a quest, you have lost something definitely, no doubt. Going through the matter, going through the sex, and going through the power, all these trips, you see, you have lost something which requires correction. While Indians, if they understand with their wisdom that better short circuit is, need not go into plastics and nylons. You see, I have to carry nylon saris from England for Indians. While they have got silks, they want to wear nylons. So this is the difference in the basic development. But Indians, if they take to Sahaja Yoga, they are very good and easy. Especially Indian villagers are excellent. They don't understand all this. They have no mental problems, you see. I don't have to discuss with them all these things. They have not gone into all this nonsense. So they suddenly become beautiful fruits. That's all. So this is a difference of little degrees, I would say, that you have gone to the other extreme and they still have to move to that extreme, or they may finish off and we can achieve results. But your quest is much ardent, very sincere and true. One more thing I always felt, and today also I feel, that really some great souls are born in the West. That's why this is such a sincere desire, a very sincere people in their desire. Indians, first they come to me for curing, if not for curing, for getting children, if not for that, for jobs, for money, all sorts of things they come up. Or they'll say, my mother is sick, my father is sick, my brother is this, all this goes on. But I have met many seekers in the West who just want realization. Very beautiful people, no doubt. But you have lost something in your seeking, no doubt. Doesn't matter. Kundalini is that ardent desire within you which works it out.
It seems to me that the simpler life we lead, the much easier it is on us. We have what we call free speech, and the more that we think and the more we read, the more confused we become, and that's where our sicknesses and illnesses come from.
Agreed. That's what.
It seems as though the simpler the life we lead, the better we are. We get away from thinking and so on.
It's a good idea of simplicity, but you must understand that also very clearly, because we had somebody who was a hippie, I should say. He was a real hippie, such big grown, he'd have grown hair up to this much and all that. He came to me and scarcely wearing anything in that horrible English cold. You see, I said, now what are you doing to yourself? Why don't you clad yourself properly into proper clothes and better cover yourself? And I was really didn't understand it. So I said, you are not living in Africa. Why are you dressed up like this? It's like a primitive dress. He said, I want to be primitive. I said, you cannot be by dressing up. Your brain is so overdeveloped. How can you be primitive? You see, by dressing up something, do you become that? I mean, it's just a drama. You're playing with yourself. You do not become primitive. This is the point, is that, and then the problem is the brain is thinking the same way, at the same rate, and everything the same, only by changing. It's a thing that's not good, because you should accept as you are. Why to do something like that? But simpler life means this way.
That's more of an extreme, isn't it?
That's another extreme. But you see, too much of formality, like having a tail coat, or wearing a, what's that called, is morning dress, grey suit, and then having a particular type of a glass for a thing, and all that nonsense, you see, you better finish off. That's a bit too much, going too far with it. And also caring for all these small things like matter. That's something that's grown in you. Preservation of horrible things and useless things and all that makes you really. And then to think about everything. Sit down and think how miserable I am. When there is no misery, you just sit down and make miseries by thinking. I don't find anything miserable here. What is there? You see, in India, these people were there. People are so happy, chirping, just like birds, enjoying themselves. They don't have all the things that you have. So, you see, to get out of materialism is a better idea. To say that simpler life means, but you must live beautiful. Beautiful doesn't mean that you should have 10 types of things and all that, but beautifully means you should not be also morbid, stinking, you see, clean and beautiful. You can make beauty out of the soil, anything. With love you can do anything. So, you see, it's all right. I mean, whatever way you dress up or anything makes no difference. That's what I'm trying to say. That it is the inner thing that has to change, not the outer. Again, the Sahaja Yoga is this, that it changes you inside out. A person who is ever formal in dressing is also not good, and a person who is not at all formal is also not good. You have
Answer.
இந்த எண்ணங்கள் அற்ற நிலையில் நாம் முழு கவனத்தோட சிறிது நேரம் தியானிப்போம். இந்த தியான நிலையில் நாம் நம் அணையின் ஒரு பாடலை, பஜனை கேட்கலாம்.
மனதினில் உறுதியும் சக்தி தந்தாயே மனதினில் உறுதியும் சக்தி தந்தாயே உலகம் ஒரு நாடகம் என்றுணர செய்தாயே உலகம் ஒரு நாடகம் என்றுணர செய்தாயே மன்னிக்கும் சக்தியை அருள் புரிந்தாயே மன்னிக்கும் சக்தியை அருள் புரிந்தாயே குண்டலினி எழுந்து சகசாரம் திறந்து குண்டலினி எழுந்து சகசாரம் திறந்து ஆத்மவே புனக தந்த அன்னையே சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் ஆத்மவே புனகை தந்த அன்னையே சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் கொண்டாடுவோம் சேர்ந்து கொண்டாடுவோம் சரகயோக பொன்விழாவை கொண்டாடுவோம் மனதினில் அமைதி பேரானந்தம் தரும் அன்னையே சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் அன்னையே சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள்
நமது அன்னை ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிக்கு நாம் அனைவரும் நம் நன்றியை கோடி தெரிவிப்போம். அன்னையே, இன்றைய தியான வகுப்பை சிறப்பாக வழி நடத்தி கொடுத்ததுக்கு கோடிகள் நன்றி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி.
Hand has to be put in front like that, and the right hand is to be turned in a clockwise manner. Let's do it like that. You start moving it up, take it up like this, take it up, push back your head and loosen your shoulders and give it a twist. Now you tie it up there. One. You'll see the results just now, the proof of it. Now again do it. Take it up, push back, give another time. Now the third one has to be 3 times you have to tighten. Again do it. It's very simple. Everybody can do it. 1, 2, and 3. Like this. And give a kind of a protection to your aura. Now 1, this one protection to the 7 centers, so 7. Then 2, then again the 3, then the 4, then the 5, all the centers, then to the 6, and then to the 7.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. நன்றி ஹேம்நாத்.
தேங்க்யூ அங்கிள். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. வணக்கம் எல்லோருக்கும். ஃபேஸ்புக் அன்பர்களே, நாம் மீண்டும் நாளை திங்கள் மாலை 8 மணிக்கு சந்திப்போம். வணக்கம்.